Let's take a quick peek inside and see. Ah, let's see. Yes. Alright. Here's our thief, or at least the buyer.
I need going.
Oh, that was quick.
Now you die.
No mercy! Stay still! On.
You forced our hand.
Here we go!
This should be easy enough.
Here we go, a volume of Shaperate history. And the guy was labeled as a fixer, so I guess it makes sense that he would be here in the sports arena. So the Shaperate will like that. We are able to get the book back. And I think that's appropriate for us to do since we're a mage. We're a friend of scholars, I'd like to think. So let's, well, I guess there's no hurry to get over there. We'll bring it back after the third mission is over.
Your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kokari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Morgan had an interesting childhood, I'm sure. Alright, we're just about to end up switching party members and starting the next chapter, so let's double check here. I'm going to go ahead and give away some of the general gifts. To give one to Morgan.
Interesting.
And let's give one to Sten. What the heck?
You have my thanks.
Oh, got 3 out of that. Not too bad. Alright. So, onward to the next chapter.
Stranger, have you seen a Grey Warden hereabouts? I hear tell that he, or was that she, you understand this was several flagons ago, was setting out to search for Branka on the Prince's own orders.
I am the Grey Warden, and that would be he.
Well, if you're the best they got, then standards must have fallen way down.
Hey.
But I suppose that would account for an elf being down here. Say, could I ask you a favor?
That's how you butter someone up to ask them for help?
Name's Oghren. And if you've ever heard of me before, it's probably all been about how I piss ale and kill little boys who look at me wrong. And that's mostly true. But the part they never say is how I'm the only one still trying to save our only Paragon. And if you're looking for Branka, I'm the only one who knows what she was looking for, which might be pretty sodding helpful in finding her.
Okay. And what would you want in return for this information?
I know what Branka wanted, and how she was looking. You presumably know everything Balin scouts have discovered about where she disappeared. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Don't I have enough armed lunatics following me already?
Perfect. What's one more? Branka was a brilliant girl, but half the time she'd add 2 and 2 and make it 50. You want to find her, you need someone who knows how she thinks.
Well, what makes you think you can trust me?
I'm not some sodding elf maiden who sits around and waits for a passing hero to solve my problems. I'm a bloody warrior. I mean to get her back. And you wouldn't be down here if you weren't trying for the same thing. Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void. Might have been the most important invention in Orzammar's history. The smith Paragon built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Branka planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caridon's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years.
Why do you care so much about Branka, anyway?
Why? We were sodding married until she left me and took our whole house into the deep roads on her mad quest for the anvil. It was a stupid move. If I'd been with her, she'd have made it back years ago. But I forgive her.
Alright, let's get going.
Great. Once we're there, I should be able to pick up Branka's trail, no trouble. Lead on.
Alright, so let's create a new party here.
Of all the...
Now.
Vashaden.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it was rude.
Blast and damnation.
Okay, so our new party will be our guide, Oghren. And we need a rogue, so Zevron, come along.
Yes.
And they said that the anvil was used to make golems, so it may be good to take Shale with us.
Yes.
Alright. And Zevron has some quick leveling here. Let's get his cunning up. And we'll give him some stealing. Oh good, we can finally start him on the path of lockpicking. Alright. Now before we go on, I have now a large backlog of gifts to give to both Shale and Oghren. Oghren is a lover of all things alcoholic. So let's start emptying our inventory here of the alcohol we've been collecting.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift!
I think he likes it.
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift!
And of course, just plain old ale he likes too.
That looks fine indeed.
So, and for the rest of the game, whenever you run across alcohol, with the exception of the wine, actually, it's going to go right into Oghren's stomach, I guess. And Oghren is a warrior berserker, by the way. He also tends to use two-handed weapons, so he and Sten have that in common. And starts with some pretty decent armor as well. Now let's give some remarkable gems to Shale.
Ooh, shiny.
Isn't it, though?
Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed.
Up to 49 for Shale. I think that's all our gifts for now. Yes. Yes. Alright, minor constitution from Oghren because of all the booze we gave him. Alright, so our our next round of episodes, we will head down to the deep roads in search of Branka, who herself is looking for something called the Anvil of the Void, which was used to make golems. So, I'll see you next time down the deep roads. Until then, this is Vexus.